Hi guys, we're here at Mobile World Congress and in with Ubuntu to show off the Ubuntu for Android. This is John Lee, who's lead designer, I believe. Wow. And he's going to talk us through it. So tell us all about it.
Okay, so here we've got a Android phone. This is stock Android, no modifications, absolutely normal. We haven't changed anything about Android. Now I'm going to dock it here. Yep, we've connected it to a screen via HDMI, keyboard and mouse via USB, and here we have the normal Ubuntu desktop. This is 100% standard Ubuntu, same desktop used by 20 million people, but it's running entirely on the Android phone. So we've got really tight integration here with Android. So for example, if you've been browsing a web page on your Android phone, you dock it, that same web page will appear on the Ubuntu desktop. You browse to another web page on the Ubuntu desktop, that same, and then you undock, that same web page will appear on the Android phone. Let's go to a web page here. Okay, so as well as that, so that's the kind of journey integration. We're working on things like audio integrations. You're listening to music on your phone, you dock it, you can go to the sound menu, it'll show the song that's playing, where it's at, you then hit play, you continue listening to it. In addition to this, we're also, as well as running Ubuntu apps, we're running all the Android apps as well. So let's go to the app lens here. Look at the app lens, you can see you've got all your Ubuntu apps that are installed, but also all your Android apps that are installed. So let's boot up Twitter. Okay, and now you've got Twitter running on Android at the same time as I'm running Ubuntu.
And is it nice and fast and rapid? It's not like an emulator where it's quite slow?
Yeah, so this is Android and Ubuntu running simultaneously on the same kernel. So there's a Linux kernel, Android runs on top of that, Ubuntu runs on top of that as well. There's no emulation, no virtualization.
So everything runs as smoothly as you would expect it to on your phone?
Yeah, it's exactly the same as Ubuntu on ARM. The same Ubuntu on ARM as you will have on a dedicated Ubuntu on ARM device.
And in terms of development, is this going to be going into OEM devices, or are you looking at different options? And basically, can us XDA get hold of it and have a play?
Okay, so first of all, we're working with OEMs to get it added to their phones. We don't need any modifications to the phone hardware, but we need to do some enablement to enable the drivers for the chipsets and all the different work that's specific to the device. As soon as we're partnering with several OEMs, it's up to our partners when they announce it, but as soon as they announce it, we'll make the source code available. So you are welcome to try and root your phones, try and install it. The thing is, if it's not a phone that we've done the hardware enablement on, you'll probably either not work at all or you get a lot of bugs. So that's definitely try at your own risk.
But the open source will be available, so if some of our talented guys want to give it a try. Is there any part-time to do enable it on legacy devices? Obviously the new ones will come out, but will there be proper support for that?
That's again up to the OEMs. The mobile phone model is very much based around selling new hardware. But one thing that we're bringing to the table, which is new and I think is very cool, is that once the device is enabled, it'll be supported by Ubuntu. So it'll get all the regular updates. It'll get a new release every 6 months. Once that hardware is enabled, we'll keep on supporting it. So if you buy a phone that's running Ubuntu 12.04, when Ubuntu 12.10 comes out, you'll just be able to update and your phone will be updated. There's no hanging around or waiting for the OEMs to do anything because we're providing that service directly.
That's absolutely amazing. One of the other questions is obviously the radio and how that is affected by using Ubuntu.
Yeah, so we share. Let's talk about some of the other areas of integration. So we share, for instance, the contacts. So here you can see in the lens, these are all your contacts on the Android device. You can click on one of these contacts, it'll load it on Android. Again, we've got all the videos, etc. So this is an important part, that side, but also the settings are really important. So if you connect to a Wi-Fi network on Ubuntu, you then undock on Android. All those configuration settings, they're the same actually, we're looking at. So it'll still work. When you connect to a Wi-Fi network on Android, you dock, you're still connected in Ubuntu.
That's excellent.
Just on this here, so this is a really cool user journey we can offer. you take a video on your Android phone, you dock it, you can edit the video on your desktop, you can undock it, then you could dock it into an Ubuntu TV that you can see over here. The Ubuntu TV also runs on this same hardware. You can then watch the video on your Ubuntu TV, undock it, you've got it on your phone. So you've got one piece of hardware, you keep all your data with you, but depending on whether you're out and about using the Android interface, docked into a desktop using the Ubuntu desktop, or into a TV, use the Ubuntu TV interface.
Excellent. So will it work with a Bluetooth keyboard? So if we had like a Bluetooth keyboard and mouse and a HDMI telly, would we be able to hook it up?
Yeah, well, it works with USB. So you can see here we've got a Bluetooth keyboard and mouse. The way we've done that is we've just plugged a Bluetooth adapter into the USB port of the phone. It's entirely, if the phone supports Bluetooth, it'll work. We'll be supporting all the hardware that's built into the phone.
That's absolutely amazing.
One other thing. So here I'm going to show, in addition to running an Android application and running an Ubuntu application, here we're running Microsoft PowerPoint. So we've got PowerPoint there, we've got Android there. So this is running over RDP, and this is a great solution for companies that actually just want to get rid of all their PCs, get rid of the cost of the PCs, and most companies already give their employees a new mobile phone every year, every 2 years. Here, that's all they need. Get their phone, dock it in, PowerPoint, Excel, whatever Windows applications you want, alongside Ubuntu applications and alongside Android applications.
And also very good for things like internet cafes that wouldn't need to have server-side assistance. They just have a Wi-Fi and the docking ports, and you can just take your phone and dock it.
Yep, exactly.
That's absolutely amazing. Is there anything else to show?
Well, the other thing, if you're speaking to developers, so developing Ubuntu applications, it's normal Ubuntu, just develop your usual Ubuntu application. We're working on some APIs for accessing the Android data from the Ubuntu side, so you'll be able to hook into all those same access points that we're using. And if you're an Android application developer, we're also looking into how you hook into the Ubuntu desktop. So, for example, if someone writes me an SMS message, it'll pop up in this menu here. I click Write New Message, that's going to pull up the Android SMS client here. So there's a lot of integration points, so that's something we'll be talking about more.
That's excellent. Just a quick one as well. If obviously if you get the phone call, will you be able to run it through the speakers on the Ubuntu desktop, or will you need to de-dock?
Of course, so no. And a phone call comes in, you get a little notification which says, do you want to accept or decline? Click accept. The Android dialer will pop up. You'll take the call as you would using the normal Android application, but running on the desktop.
That's absolutely amazing. I don't know about you guys, but I'm thoroughly looking forward to seeing this on some phones, and hopefully we can get some open source, and you talented developers out there can really go to town on it, and I can have it on my Galaxy Nexus. Thank you very much for your time, John. It's been a pleasure, and this is XDA TV, and we'll talk to you soon.